You just take lavender and you wake up pregnant in the morning. (9:30) Sunday morning, just walked out the door and it's actually warmer out here than it is inside. I think we're looking at like 70, 75 today. I might actually put shorts on. Normal day, get up here, feed the animals. I think we're running jacks. Tick, 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 tick. Hi, come here. Hi. Look at all these birds. So everybody's buying little chicks right now. At Tractor Supply last night, they had a bunch of little baby chickens. You can see a couple of them have their tail feathers ripped out. I've got them too heavy in there. I need to actually move them into one of the other pens. Everybody has their chickens out now. You're buying all these little baby chicks because it's starting to warm up. But you won't see eggs out of those birds for, what, 6 months at least? And it might even be longer than that. Whereas these birds, I want to say we've had them almost 6 months now, and they should start laying any time now. We just had to use, a heat bulb. First couple weeks we used a heat bulb on them, which was also up there in that trough. So they weren't in the garage this year. Once they were a little bit bigger, a couple weeks later, put them into that pen and just left them in the pen where they were more densely populated, but closer to each other's body heat. Now, we only got, I don't think we even saw 0-degree weather this year. We have in the past, and that's worked. And I had a guy on YouTube last night say that some of the things he learned this winter was he was going to insulate his chicken house a little better because they were down to, I think he said -20. Pretty crazy. That's not to say, though, that in the future we won't see much colder weather with the weather shifting kind of like it seems to be. Careful, chicken. I crash. Everybody wants me. Guess what I found? One zip tie. Guess what else I found? Actually, I just found one, but knew I had the other. Baby bunnies. Found some baby bunnies. Don't know how many's there, haven't counted. A couple weeks old. Bunch of hair pulled, and there's some babies in there. She might be still having some more of them. Over here, don't think these ones, yeah, I've already pulled all those out of there. There is fresh hair in there, so there's a new litter coming, I think. Yo, wave.
Yo, babe.
Ugly out. It's black over there. What are we doing?
Going to Jackson
For
to eat, and I need to go to Ulta.
You don't need to go to Ulta.
Yeah, I need some primer.
There's a whole Ulta store in the closet.
I assure you I don't have any extra primer in there.
Can we get rid of, I don't know, 500 pounds maybe of the stuff that's in there? Just 500. Load it up. I'll set your timer. What do you want to get?
Jalapenos, okra.
I haven't seen either of those yet. Still got rosemary growing. It never really dies. Lots of broccoli. In the cut, I'm rolling up my broccoli. Cabbages and lettuces. I got Brussels sprouts last night. These look way better though.
Each one grows to be a special one.
Did not get any broccoli last night. 4 for $10 for these little starts. Little 2-cent seed. Grab a couple lavenders because I let all of yours die. Tastes like it's been sprayed with chemicals.
Could fit me and 3 of my friends.
Or 7 cats.
I'm down for that.
Reason number 432, Home Depot is better than Lowe's. Lowe's gates to their garden center are closed. Home Depot's gates are open. Think they're gonna have anything Lowe's didn't have?
Oh, I'm sure.
You're sure?
I'm positive.
Positive.
Absolutely
Capital
positive.
P positive.
Yes.
Rhymes with T and that stands for E and that works with me.
Yeah.
Let's buy all of them. How much for all of them? These are literally half the price of those rolling cart beds that I've been doing. Yeah. You could put them on the roof and just hold them. You could sit in them like you were, and I could just put a bungee cord over you and drive slow. That lavender smells good. Isn't that the essential oil that cures everything?
Yes.
You just take lavender and you wake up pregnant in the morning. Take lavender and all of a sudden your erectile dysfunction works. You take lavender and your cavities are gone. That's lavender, right?
Yeah.
Just walk, move, stop, walk backwards, walk off cockeyed. these are on clearance. I really like these, but I don't want to have to bend over. I want to elevate them, so it's a lot easier to deal with the ones that are set up as troughs, and we'll just punch holes in them. And if we ever need to, we can go back and seal the holes with JB weld and still use them as trough. We have a lot of troughs on the property already, so I don't see needing that. So taking these, putting them on cinder blocks with 2x6s to support them a little better, these will work real nice, and it'll elevate them right up at where you don't have to bend over to work in the beds. They also look nice. I think we'll probably come back with a trailer today and grab them, but right now we at least got 6.
Like a glove.
It's not what you said the first time. You're like, clap, 2 hands tight, isn't it?
I gotta pee.
They have a thing to do that here.
Really?
You just go over there in the
I
hay
was
barn.
gonna just go pop squat behind a bush.
How many of these they got? 1, 2, 3. They got at least 3 more.
Hands are dirty. That's what happens when you do the most of the lifting.
But I lift a lot. And then you have that. So 6 right there. Are you ready for your make your own pizza? No.
Definitely not.
How about donuts? How come donut shops aren't open during the day? Because you know they didn't sell all the donuts. Hear all the water sloshing around? Maybe when we get back to the shop.
Oh, I don't think so. Hard pass.
I'll let you do it to me.
Nope. Not interested.
I'll let you do it to me only.
Maybe.
For the gram. For the, what's that thing called you have? OnlyFans. Is this your favorite place? Somebody left their truck running and a woman, so they're giving away the truck and the woman.
I wonder if she does dishes.
You're not being very friendly about this. What? Did you just fart? Why'd you make the little fart move like when you lifted that inside up? Fart move. It's a neat boat, almost like a rib, but it doesn't have any inflatable on it. Already got the planters unloaded, grabbing all my personal electronics and stuff. Amanda's super grumpy, so I won't turn the camera around. Bag full of meat right there. How many pounds is in that? 18 pounds. They finally had chicken breast. Tyson chicken breast, the cheap stuff. I think it's $2 a pound is what I saw. Cut that up, pre-cook it, put it in the freeze dryer. You guys have a method to your madness. When we get home, I always grab computers and electronics first because inevitably something might happen between now and 5 minutes from now. And if I forget, get sidetracked or something happens, all this stuff is inside. It's already back on the chargers and inevitably I'll need it, right? So if the stuff that we purchased doesn't get out of the truck tonight, it won't hurt anything. Nothing can get in there and chew on it or anything. But the electronic, I definitely want them in here because at some point I'm gonna have to use them whether I want to or not. And then I'll start unloading the truck here. I'll usually change my cleaner shoes because if I don't, something will happen and I'll end up the hill with them and they won't ever be nice indoor shoes again once that happens. So I'll pull all this out of here, go over here. We already unloaded these 6 planters. We got these. They've got some that are twice as long. These are 4-footers. They've got 8. And I think what I'm going to do is set them right here on cinder block and kind of make a wall right here for these things. I need to take these out of here or maybe run them long ways in 3 rows and just make it much easier to walk through here. As these are set, I can't walk through here side to side without scraping the shit out of my knife on those things. I'm not worried about the knife, but it'll scrape the hell out of the raised bed. So if I run these beds all the way out here and then I can run the garden all the way out to that fence as well as all there, I can run these further down here. I can run beds anywhere here. It won't be a problem running them all the way here and then just parking the 4-wheelers further back or even leaving spaces for the 4-wheelers to pull up to. The immediate is just to get the truck unloaded. We brought more plants home with us. Mint, I brought 4 broccoli home. I got some grape that I'm going to graft into that stalk that's already up top. And then I got a couple kiwi vines. I heard those will grow here. Try them out and see. People were saying plant them at the bases of trees or on fences and they'll just run. So maybe on that fence there, maybe that's a good place for them. The figs do pretty well there. Got that submersible pump so that I can drop them into these tanks, pull the sludge off the bottom and not have to worry too much about in the upper water. We shouldn't even have to drain them all the way. But I think these cinder blocks and then we can move them with fork if we need to on the tractor. The skid steer tractor skid steer. The track steer, the skid steer, cat. There's just another cat here too. Almost all of these cats are boy cats. This one's fixed. That one's not. This one here is fixed. I think we're getting some spraying. Traden said he went to move some feed the other day and it smelled like he had pee all over him from moving the bags of feed in the feed house. They might be spraying in there, so I don't know. We might have to keep them out of there, close it off. Can we pet? Hi, want pets? This boy used to be more standoffish and he wasn't wasn't the little lover. The other one was. Cats like it when you pull their tails. They're supposed to nest, but it's been hit at some point. Oh, look, it's dark. Holy moly. I've got 10 things I need to do and only time to do 3 of them, and probably not even that. I wish you could see him next to something else so you could get an idea how big he really is. His hips are higher than my belt line. He's like, oh, something new. What is this? This looks to be siliconed, like a repair. I think that's fine. I don't think it's gonna matter. Some rain coming in, so I'm gonna lay them sideways for right now, in case I don't make it back out here. Hungry, like shaking hungry. I'm gonna make something to eat, not sure what. A little bit of hamburger fat from hamburger that's being freeze dried, poured over Arena 1 puppy chow. I just don't have meat cut up right now. We'll feed him meat in the morning. He was just here. He got a soul I am complete off of a boot. I can't even imagine where it came from or where he got it. He's carrying around this floppy thing. I thought he had a bat, which I would prefer him not have. Luckily, it wasn't a bat. It was a boot sole. I don't know where it came from. 8 o'clock. Take these shoes off, put the poop shoes on. I'm going up the hill to Top Rabbit Waters and feed the other 2 dogs again. I've got this grease and fat on the counter here. I've been using it for the last 2 days, and I want to get it out of here before the morning. Jeremy will come in here first thing in the morning and start prepping lunch. And I try to have the kitchen completely put away and cleaned off so that he doesn't have to delay and we're not in his way. I'm going to take this up there, do that right now, and change the shoes because inevitably something will happen. And I'll end up doing something I hadn't planned to when I walked out the door. Let there be some light. I have to remember to go slow with this grease. If I accelerate quickly, I will literally have it all over the front of me. I started to move some bricks and realized I didn't have any bricks. So tomorrow we'll go get a load of bricks. And here is the dog with something else that he's carrying around. I don't know where he's getting all this from. He just had a beach towel also. I put it up by the door away from where he was, and it looks like he went and got it. Oh, it's an umbrella. I thought it was that black cat for a minute, which would really surprise me that he could even get to the cat. See if I can get in here without him trying to run in. Well, that works surprisingly better than I thought it was going to. They know if I'm up here, food's coming. That light bar has got to be blinding them. Looks like there's feathers all over here, but it's deceptive what reflects in the light because it's actually all pieces of straw, thankfully. Nobody has been chewed on, nobody's been munched. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes they do munch on something. Pretty breezy up here. The storm coming in. We're supposed to have rain tomorrow, and it's 75, I think, today. I'm in shorts right now for the first time this year, I think. I said, we're supposed to be warm now, right? And Amanda said, nope, we're supposed to be getting cold again. So who knows? A lot of these videos load out of sequence, and we seem to be running about 6 weeks behind the actual happening to publishing. So I might start putting the dates in them. So you guys are like, oh, it's ice in Camden. Really? That was weeks ago. So you kind of know what timeline we're on compared to where you guys are. Some ducks running around, flying, chasing each other. Kind of like run flying. Just since I've gotten out here, the wind has gotten crazy. Hopefully I remember this is here when I go to start driving down the hill. Don't end up with that all over me. Here's Mama Duck. Looks like she's almost waiting to get in, which is weird because as soon as she's in, they'll mate her and she will then just walk out. Within 2 minutes of going in there, she'll be back out. She's literally following that big white duck around. Yep, she has the head bob. They do the head bob. She's actually chasing them. That head bob is, yeah, go ahead and jump on me. Maybe not. They don't seem to have any interest. So when I got over here to water these guys, there is in fact babies in this box. You can see the hair wiggling around. I'm not going to dig in there and mess with them right now. This, I think, will be the first litter she's actually ever... This is as far as she's got. They've had babies before, but didn't take care of them. Same with this. This is her third litter. Her first two, she put on the wire. A couple were in there, and she didn't care for them, and they died. We pulled them out a day or two later. This is her third litter, and she's actually taking care of them. This is her second or third litter. So far, so good. We'll see. And then there's another set here somewhere. Let's take a look up in the coop with all the new birds. This is a Stiletto Surefire Pro. Low setting, medium setting, high setting, rechargeable. Takes a little USB micro. You just recharge it. There's birds sitting. A bunch of them up top. Probably pooping on the ones below. Feed and water everybody first thing in the morning. Everybody will be back to sleep in just a few minutes. This flashlight fits perfectly in this flash pocket in my Katanica RSP shorts. The dog is over here tearing something up. I don't know what, but I can promise you that I don't want him tearing it up, whatever it is. So his timeout is about to be very limited. Sounds like he's chewing on something plastic, whatever it is. I'm positive I don't want him chewing it up. It looks like it's one of those Rubbermaid containers we use inside, which means we would have it out here for who knows why. Usually carrying food from fridge clean out. We use it to feed the dogs and it got left out here, or it had potting mix in it, or any number of things. Either way, at $5 he's chewing up, and we've got hundreds of dollars in toys that he won't even touch. It's Tupperware, or Rubbermaid Tupperware of some sort, that is now of no use whatsoever. The lid won't fit back on it, and he's going back looking for it. Got about 30 minutes till I need to do a live feed. So torching these weeds is something I can get done right now. If it rains tonight, I won't be able to torch them tomorrow or for a couple days, because once the gravel's wet, the gravel explodes. It pops when you torch it if it's wet. So that's something I can do right now and don't have to get too involved in. So I've torched all of this area, and it doesn't make the plants completely disappear. It just dries them out, lights them on fire, burns them down to almost nothing. They'll grow back, but right now they can't drop seeds. So it'll take a few more times and then probably some chemical at some point. But for right now, if it warms up in the next week and they were to put on seeds, these won't put on seeds. I have 10 minutes before I have to do a live feed. I'm gonna jump in the shower real quick, change these, close that.
Man, I'm talking about Willis, one of the realest to try. My family, SOE, got the tools to survive. Yeah.